Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If three people told you that your child has a behavior problem, would you investigate it or would you defend your child immediately? Today, we are talking about something most parents never admit: ego defensive parenting, and it is quietly destroying families. Now, this is not an attack, this is a mirror. Now, stay with me. Let me tell you real scenarios. A security guard approaches a father and says, "Sir, your daughter has been seen with older boys behind the school." The father explodes. "How dare you? My daughter is well behaved. Stop tarnishing her name." Now, he defends her reputation. He protects his own pride. 1 year later, she is pregnant at 12. And this is not rare. Globally, about 75% of pregnancies among girls aged 15 to 19 are unintended. That means most of these situations were never planned. They were the result of poor guidance, silence, or lack of supervision. A second case: a mother is told by a friend, "Your daughter is arrogant. She is so quarrelsome. She never finishes assignments. She keeps bad company. Those girls she goes with." Then the mother, there she goes. She explodes. They are jealous of her beauty. Fast forward. In her late teens, the girl becomes uncontrollable, defiant, irresponsible. She is into drugs. And here is the painful part. The warning signs were there, but ego blocked the correction. Now ask yourself, have you ever reacted like that? Now let's go deeper. Why do parents respond this way? Number one, it feels like personal failure. When someone criticizes your child, what you hear is that you have failed as a parent. So instead of evaluating the behavior, you defend your identity. But parenting is not perfection, it is course correction. Number two, social image pressure. What will people say in my status? In many cultures, a child behavior equals family reputation. So we silence feedback to preserve status. But reputation without character is fragile. Number three, emotional attachment blindness. You see the innocent version of your friend. You remember when they were small. But children behave differently outside home. Their character changes. Teachers see what you don't. By the way, the teachers spend more time with your child, they notice more. Peers see what you can't. Now the question is, are you willing to listen? Now, research consistently shows that when parents are unaware of what their teenagers are doing, or who they are with, or what they are exposed to, risky behavior increases. Awareness reduces risk. Denial increases it. Denial is a defense mechanism. It protects us from our emotional pain. But here is the problem: short term comfort, long term damage. When parents deny, minor indiscipline becomes rebellion. Small lies become manipulation. Early promiscuity becomes teenage pregnancy. Academic laziness becomes dropout risk. Correction early feels harsh, while correcting late feels impossible. Now, which one do you prefer? When parents believe everything is fine, but teachers and peers report otherwise, that gap is perception. That gap in perception is strongly associated with aggression, defiance, and behavioral escalation. The question is, are you seeing clearly? This is not African. It's not Western. It's not even Asian. It is human. Schools across the world report that parents often blame teachers. They blame systems. They blame peers. Rarely do they pause and say or ask themselves, what if it is true? Now listen carefully. When a parent defends their ego, they abandon their responsibility. Now, why do people do this? Well, it's because admitting that our child has a problem feels like admitting that we have failed. And we don't want to be seen like failures because we don't want to be embarrassed, because we don't want people talking about us. Now, let me tell you, Correction is not an attack. Warning is not hatred. Feedback is not jealousy. Sometimes the person who tells you the uncontrollable truth is the one who is trying to save your child. Now, if three people told you the same thing about your son or your daughter, would you still call it jealous? Would you still say your daughter's name or son's name is being tarnished? If a teacher or a guard or a neighbor are all noticing something, is that gossip really? Or is it a pattern? Your child does not need you to defend their reputation. They need you to defend their future. Parenting is not image management. It is character formation. So next time someone raises a concern about your child, pause, breathe, investigate. You can either protect your pride or your child, but you cannot do both. I have counseled teens who privately say, my parents never listen. They think I'm perfect. They don't know who I am really. Now imagine that. Your child hiding their real struggles because you can't handle the truth. This is not protection. This is emotional distance. Now let me give you some practical steps. Number one, pause before reacting. When someone raises a concern about your child, don't explode, don't defend, don't accuse. Just respond by saying, thank you for letting me know. I will look into it. That sentence alone changes everything. Number two, investigate privately. Ask your child calmly. Observe the patterns. Check for consistency. 3 independent reports? It's probably not jealousy. Number 3, separate identity from behavior. Your child is not the behavior. You can love them deeply and still correct them. Number 4, build a culture of accountability. Children who never face consequences never develop discipline. Love without correction produces entitlement. Correction without love produces rebellion. Now you need both. Let me say something difficult. Some parents are more afraid of embarrassment than that of their child's destruction. We care more about looking good parents than actually being good parents. If your child cannot be corrected, you have already lost influence. Strong parenting is humble parenting. I once met a father who told me, I wish I had listened earlier. His son had multiple warnings in schools, several suspensions. He kept defending him. Today, the son barely speaks to him. And this was his conclusion. My son cost me my relationship. Now, don't let that be you. Don't let that happen to you. So let us not be the parents who defend our ego and our personality and our image at the expense of our children. Sometimes you are defending who you are, the image that you are, the manager you are, the director you are, the pastor you are, or whatever other post that you have. But in defending that and ignoring what you are being told about your son or your daughter does not change his behavior. It escalates, continues, and one day he will let you down. He will embarrass you now properly when you can't hide or defend him anymore. So take action when it is. And when people tell you, when you hear it, don't ignore it. If this challenges you, don't just like it. Comment. Let me get your comment on this question. Have you ever ignored a warning? Or was there, or were you the child whose parents ignored one? Now let's talk. If you want real conversations about parenting, teenage behavior, masculinity, and raising emotionally strong children, then subscribe. Press that notification bell so that next time you don't miss any article we post. Because protecting a child's future requires courage, not ego. Be the parent that your child would want you to be. Don't defend him unnecessarily, but protect him with reason. while you discipline him to become the man that he would be.